please. Okay, boxers, we went over the instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times, touch him up. Good luck.
You know, Timmy, when we were just up on the set, and Mark Kriegel was giving us an outstanding perspective on Shushu Carrington and going through all the plot twists of the featherweight division, why this fight can't happen, that fight can't happen, champions that exist, and Shushu having to remain patient. One of the things I was thinking about as Mark was saying that is, and you brought up, you said trap fight, right? Yeah. You don't know a lot about a guy like Hayda, but you know this. He's got a 0 in the loss column. Yeah, he's undefeated. And anytime you have an undefeated fighter, you understand a certain mentality.
You got to teach him how to lose.
Right.
That's right. You got to teach him how to lose. But at the same time, what Mark was alluding to was Shushu somewhat trying to possibly get complacent, right?
Yeah, you don't want to look ahead.
But you got to take care of what's in front of you at all times in this sport. You can never look down the road because you have one mistake, one hiccup, and it'd be all she wrote, man.
And he addressed that when he was sitting with our entire crew yesterday, talking about you go up against a fighter who, to American fight fans, to American trainers, he's somewhat unknown. You can't underestimate him. You got to mentally lock in and ask yourself to be your best version of yourself and not think ahead. So here we are, round number 1 with Hayda and Carrington.
So I'm interested in the activity of Hayda. Okay, again, 70 punches on average he throws around. Now that can work for him. It kind of keep Shushu's hands in his pocket, or that'll work against him because Shushu's a prolific counterpuncher, and he likes when guys throw at him because he likes to remain at mid-range to be able to counter those shots. He has really good eyes at mid-range. It's a fill-out round right here. You know, sometimes when you fight fighters that are not super technical like you are, sometimes it's hard to find their rhythm or their timing. Shushu right now is just taking his time right now. He's picking and poking. He's seeing what Hayda has. Right there, he absorbed a shot on his glove just to feel the power.
Hayda just touching him with a 4-punch combination.
And see, and Hayda, that's the one thing about Hayda. He just lets his hands go. He don't load up with shots. He just has heavy hands.
Now Shushu probes to the body with that right hand.
Good defense right there from Shushu.
Getting away from that double jab.
Yeah, Hayda has a good jab. That's one thing that I see. But I also see Hayda reacting to those feints from Shushu. See, when you're feinting like that, you can get your fighter, you can freeze him, you can get him out of position as well. And Shushu, I'm looking for that left hook to come over the top for him. You feint him with the jab, the left hook can come around, sweep him right on that chin. It might be lights out.
Jab again from Hayda, but the right hand doesn't come behind it. So coming to the end of a feel-em-out round number 1 between these two undefeated featherweights here in New York.
Time!
Guys, yeah.
Round number 2, after that first round, you know, there were things, as much as we could say, hey, a feel-em-out round, there were things that were established, seeds that were planted in round number 1, Timmy.
You plant seeds, especially with the jab, but also with the feints. You know, Shushu, he understands that the sweet science of the game. Here, this is what I'm talking about. He got a reaction right here, just from a low feint right here. You see him flick the jab out there, just a low feint. Did you see the reaction?
Yes.
That's a right hand that can fill that hole. Look, he just took the picture right there momentarily. He said, okay, I'll go back to that maybe in the third, maybe in the fourth round. It's going to be wide open for him.
See the total punches in that first round. There's a right hand as he followed Shushu straight back. Haida's able to land that right hand and then a left hook on the inside.
But nice turn right there from Shushu. Being the matador right there. Getting back in the center of the ring where he's going to have all the advantages. The foot advantage, hand speed as well, and reach advantage.
Now getting levels with that jab. As he probes to the body of Haida.
See Haida right there lunging forward. He's taking chances. Shushu right now, he's not staying close enough to be able to counter. I'm sure Shushu felt a little bit of that power test. So he's going to take his time. He's going to break him down. And I would say start at the body. That's how you break your opposition down. You start downstairs. I don't care where you come from. You start hitting a fighter downstairs, you're going to start breaking him down.
Haida just came in with a right hand again, and Shushu met him with a right hand to the body. Haida has 9 knockouts in his 14 previous fights.
First time here in America. Test.
Yep, his U.S. debut here.
Oh, good body work right there from me. Just taking advantage of the small openings around the guard. You know, fighters go up in that high guard. You see that high guard that Shushu's using. You can come around the guard. You can punch through the guard as well. Haida just hitting those flanks, investing in that body. Remember, this is Shushu's first 12 round.
Some incredible preparation he gave to taking on that challenge. A different approach. He said they have to give good combination from Carrington on the inside. He was doing all the work in the pool, the weights in the pool, 13-foot deep pool, and improving his endurance, doing a lot of squats and shoulder presses as well, but he definitely concentrated on the conditioning for this fight.
See, Haida somewhat fights off rhythm. See, that's off rhythm stuff right there that you're seeing. He's jabbing on the front foot. He's moving forward and jabbing at the same time. Nice little sneak attack right there, but Shushu being too slippery tonight.
Featherweights, the well-promoted New York favorite, Brooklyn's own Shushu Carrington against the unknown 14-0 African fighter Mateus Haida, who in that second round, Timmy.
Oh, absolutely. He landed some clean right hands.
8 power punches, including this.
We're elaborating on it. Shushu backing up in the corner, steps out, drops his hands, boom, get clipped with a right hand and get tipped the second right hand right there. And then on the inside, Shushu steps in with a left hook, but leaves himself wide open. Boom, there's a nice little short uppercut. Little variation right there from Haida. So that was the last good round. Last round was good. Some decent round for Haida, I should say.
Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley with you. Bernardo Osuna, our reporter ringside. Mark Kriegel scoring your fights tonight from here at Madison Square Garden. Already had a first-round knockout with Emiliano Fernando Vargas impressing earlier tonight. A first-round knockout against Alexander Espinoza. We have a world title fight coming up next. Xander Zayas and Jorge Garcia as Zayas tries to become the youngest active boxing world champion. He's only 22. 21-0 is Xander Zayas. He has been a sensation. You see him warming up. This is the scene live backstage in his locker room. WBO junior middleweight world title fight. It's vacant right now. Could it be in the hands of the San Juan-born, Florida-residing Xander Zayas. Shushu getting really comfortable, isn't he?
Look at Hader. Little defensive responsibility right there. Just leaning back, getting out of range. Shushu coming forward, looking for some offense himself. Hader, he's got a good jab. He's using that jab very well, stabbing downstairs and up top. Got Shushu on his back foot.
Hader's already thrown over 70 jabs. Not landing at a high percentage, but throwing the jab, being committed to it.
And he got a long jab, too. You know, Shushu usually have the longer reach. 72-inch reach. Hader got a pretty big reach himself. Good body work right there from Shushu on the inside.
There it goes right back to it, Timmy. He's placing that right hand just under that left elbow. Tries to get right back to it again with the right hand.
And where do you see the hands drop? Down low to protect from those body shots. That's going to leave an opening upstairs, Tess.
Hader on the inside himself for a moment.
Working the hands are free. Wait. Step back.
Little level change right here from Shu. Stabbing down low, but nothing came up top just yet.
No, just missed with that
nice counter.
Right hand. Countered with the right hand to the body as well.
Man, that transition was fantastic from Shu. You know, slipping, rolling shots, coming back with short right hands.
Right hand, meanwhile, by Hader was just a glancing blow as he had him against the ropes. And Shushu digging in with 3 consecutive body punches.
That was nasty.
Back here at the theater at Madison Square Garden, Shushu Carrington and Mateus Hader to this point as we start round 4. Carrington has thrown 100 punches through 3 rounds, but 23 of those punches landed are body punches, and that has had an effect on Mateus Hader, whose volume work you noted. He's a little bit below his typical production, but he has landed 30 of 131 total punches thrown.
You want to know why he's low?
Yeah, because of what's opposite. Yeah, exactly. Let's check in with Bernardo. What do you got, Bernie?
To K. Karoma, asked him what he asked of Shushu. He says, I want him to continue to box more, use his legs, but I want him to work to the body. That's what's going to weaken him. About his power, he says, nothing to worry about.
I think he should be happy with what he's done to the body early on. We'll see if more of that develops, Bernardo, as these rounds go on. K. Karoma, second fight with Shushu. 45 years old, long time associated with the U.S. Olympic team, was the chief assistant both in 2016 and 2020 for the U.S. Olympics with boxing. K. Karoma.
Well, that's good news. Shu said that he didn't have punching power. I remember I used to love going back to the corner, and first words Joel Diaz would say to me was like, can he punch? I'd either say yeah or nay. And depending on what I say, he gives me instructions.
Yeah, but Timmy, you didn't really even care if a guy had punching power based on the fight of the years that you were in and who you were up against, including 3 with Manny Pacquiao.
It was a mindset.
You had that mindset, and that's why you have a Hall of Fame ring on your hand.
See, this is going to serve Shushu because you're not going to beat him in the chess game. You're not. You know, punch for punch, tit for tat. You know, you go, I go. No, what Hader got to do, he got to bring the pain. He got to make Shushu fight, and he needs to focus on one thing. Focus on that body. You know, get those hands down so that way he can land something up top. but he's gonna have to take a little bit more chances because Shushu, he gonna dissect him. And sooner or later, Shushu's gonna start landing shots like that. Because
there's that countering opportunity.
He got his timing down.
Punching between punches, as you said, if you are a volume puncher like Hayden, if you are willing to throw, you are going to create opportunities for somebody like Bruce Shushu Carrington. And we saw that moments ago here in round 4.
And the minute that Shushu take the jab away from Hayden, it's over. It's over. It's going to be all downhill for Hayden. And he's going to do that with right hands. You got to keep punishing Hayden with right hands over the top or to the body. Good jab.
Jab, and then that right hand to the body again, and then gives an angle, leaking out to the right side. Comes back with a lead left hook. Shushu Carrington, heck of a round.
There it is.
Shushu Carrington landed 21 of 38 punches in that 4th round, 12 power punches. Tim, let's go back to the right hand that he scored moments ago.
Yeah, a little lean back, a little shoulder roll. You're going to see right here from Shushu Carrington just timing Hayden on his way in, reaching with that right hand, go in. Eat that right hand, right down the middle.
Shushu with a 67 to 38 connect advantage in a fight that will draw him closer to fighting for a featherweight world championship. He's had to be very patient along the way in an interesting division. Let's go to Mark Kriegel to see how he scored it. Mark?
You guys remember Jeremiah Nakathila?
Of course.
Okay, Hayden's like Nakathila light. He's had some moments maybe in the 2nd round. But there's just a difference in class. This is as good and as complete as I've seen Shushu Carrington Nakathila. Hayden's there for counter right all night. 40-36, 4 rounds to none. Shushu Carrington.
Now the work on the inside.
Yeah, the Shushu's power don't seem to be affecting Hayden at all. You know, Hayden's taking some on the chin. I don't know for how long, but however, as of right now, he's dealing with it all right. And he's getting hit clean with some shots. Some clean right hands.
That left hook is nearly available as well.
Yeah, I just love the ring generalship and awareness of Shushu. Always in control. Always knows where he is in the ring, where he's positioned, and how to get out of situations. See how, look how comfortable he is in that pocket. Right there, he was trapped in the corner right there, but he looked comfortable. Didn't look spooked at all. Now he's giving them different looks. That's why you're seeing him with the feet. He's giving them different looks. He's trying to deceive him to be able to get close, an inch closer to get in the punching range. Hayden right now is just getting mesmerized right now by Shushu with just his movements. His pre-engagement movements is mesmerizing him. He's getting hit with clean shots now.
Yeah, as soon as he crossed that threshold moments ago, the right hand came in.
Good body work, good body shot right there from Hayden. But again, just like Kriegel said, the class is just a different level, skill level. And I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a lot more from Hader, a lot more.
Right in the pocket as they exchange, and Shushu likes what he sees. Well, it's interesting how things change when you get deeper into a fight. So a lot of the talk we heard from Matheus Hader as to what the approach would be, how the fight would go. Then all of a sudden you go 5 rounds with Shushu Carrington. You understand what's opposite you, what's in front of you. You've talked about the skill level differential. And not quite, as you said, not quite what you expected from Hader.
I mean, but you got to give credit to Shushu. I mean,
of course.
He's taking away all that volume that Hader likes to throw with. You know, he's not being stationary and being the target.
Shushu Carrington with an 83-47 connect advantage.
That body work got his attention. Oh, yeah.
Good body work. There's Jorge Garcia, the 33-win Mexican veteran who came up with a career signature win against the previously undefeated U.S. Olympian Charles Conwell back in April. And with that, has put himself in position to fight for the WBO Junior Middleweight World Championship. The belt is vacant. Xander Zayas on one side, Jorge Garcia on the other. That is coming up in moments from right here in New York.
Step back, step back.
Shushu got to shorten those shots up. Sometimes he gets a little bit wide, loads up a little bit on those shots. If he stops loading up, he'll be able to hit Hader. But he's missing Hader, seeing him load up.
Oh, that nice short right hand worked, didn't it? He shortened up that right hand in the midst of the 3-punch combination. Yeah. Good work from Shushu Carrington.
That's what we want to see. Give us something to talk about, Shu.
Now the work rate picks up as well.
Let's go, Hader.
Hader steps forward right into it.
Yeah.
Fight fire with fire as he came with a 3-punch combination himself. And right back at it is Shushu Carrington. It's a good-looking 6th round.
It's starting to heat up. And that's what we need to see because, look, I've seen it. I've been out-skilled. You know, I fought guys that were more talented than I was, but hey, look, I wanted it more than them.
That's right. You were never out-hearted or lacking grit.
Good right hand.
Fun back half of the 6th round between these two undefeated featherweights. End of 6 here at MSG. Tim, go back to that 6th round and some of the action that we just saw.
Yeah, you want to create offense for yourself? Move those hands. That's it. Move those guards. You saw that low guard, that lead hand down of Hader. Shushu coming from that crouch position. He sees it, boom, right on the chin. Look, Hader's taking those shots very well. I'm going to say this. If I was in Shushu's corner, I would say focus on the body.
And look at the body numbers as you see the full CompuBox punch stats as Shushu Carrington, Brooklyn's very own, landing 46 punches to the body of his 103 landed.
I would say give me 3 minutes on the body. Keep breaking them down. You're hurting them every time you hit them into the body.
Bernardo, what are they saying in the corner of Hader?
I just spoke to Nestor Tobias, and he says, look, I need him to work to the body, but more importantly, he has to up his work rate to compete with Shushu.
I completely agree with that, Timmy. He cannot be in this range. We've seen him down, throwing like 37 punches around, low 40s around. He has to be the guy that's being the aggressor.
And he's afraid what's going to come back at him. I mean,
yeah, but you got to take the risk at a certain point, right?
Yeah,
You're undefeated
I mean,
fighting
look,
in New York.
I agree with you. Take the risk. There's a title on the line. I don't care if it's an interim title. That means that you were next in line. That's what that means. And
I mean, that says it all.
And
Look at
things
this.
happen. Things happen, right, in the sport every single day, every second, every minute. You can be elevated to champion.
So the featherweight average is 16 punches landed per round. His previous fight, he was over 20. Tonight, 8.4. Enough said.
See, that's what we come to see. Shushu going to have to keep putting on that show. Yep.
Lead right hand followed it up with the left to Shushu Carrington.
Right hand attempt right there. Big load up and step in from Hader right there. He's still looking for that right hand. He still believes he can knock out Shushu as long as he's here. And at this point, right, even with the athleticism and the elusiveness and the counter punching, the only one that can beat Shushu right now at this point in this fight is Shushu. If he makes a mistake and get caught with something he don't see and get hurt and get knocked out.
And as we know in this game, that happens.
Yes. But at the same time, I don't see that happening, Tess. I'm just letting you know.
We've seen everything in all our years.
I know, but I'm just saying, I don't think that's going to happen.
We're just touching him on the inside.
Yeah.
Speed changes to those punches. Now Hader clubbing with right hands, but Shushu covering up and blocking those.
Look, in the experience, although Shushu, they got similar in, fights. Hader's he's been 12 rounds, twice, full.
For Shushu, this is his first 12-round bout. Stepping up to 12-round status right here at MSG. End of 7. Shushu Carrington in good form tonight. He has, of course, loved fighting. He opens up with a left hook here in round number 8. He's loved fighting in New York. We've seen sensational performances that have put him in position to be a top 10 ranked featherweight, knocking on the door of a world championship. We've seen impressive knockouts. It was last February 24 that he had an unbelievable knockout against Bernard Torres. Of course, that's a night that many remember for stealing the show with his spot-on post-fight classic Mike Tyson impersonation in his interview with Bernardo Osuna. And he is a dynamic character, and right now he is in control against fellow unbeaten Matheus Hayda.
Maybe this is the type of performance, right? He's shut out. Easy work for Shushu.
Yes.
But maybe this will open up opportunities for him because he's looked so damn good. You know, tonight it's okay. You know, I mean, he's winning every round. It's not spectacular. I'm not like wow, he ain't wowed me yet. However, to get these other champions to face us, this could open up an opportunity, Tess.
Did you see Hayda just try to shake off that left hand?
Yeah, I did see that. But I'll just say this. I mean, when you're able to hit a guy cleanly like that, man, and you don't do any damage like that, that tells me something.
9 knockouts in 15 fights. Now Hayda comes forward with a 4-punch combination, including the right uppercut, which is glancing.
So my point is, if I'm Espinoza and I'm looking at this right here and I'm saying he's hit that guy with his best shot, he ain't go anywhere, and I know what I'm capable of doing.
Rafael Espinoza,
yes,
the featherweight champion.
Oh yeah. I'm saying, oh, I'm getting this right now before he even get even better. Make the fight happen. That's what I'm saying.
Hayda with Shushu in the corner. Shushu giving just enough head movements. And you want some, come right in. Walk right back into this corner. And meanwhile, Shushu's going to fight himself out of that position, and he does so with 2 body shots and then a left hook, and Hayda backs up right to the center of the ring.
With a trap. He set a trap, Tess. Lured him in, high guard trap. He wants him to punch. He wants him to expand some energy. He wants him to leave opening so that way he can counter.
Lomachenko once did that upstairs in the big room. Coming to the end of 8, scheduled for 12 before we have our World Championship fight. Shushu Carrington in the spotlight. There is Xander Zayas, and with his image on the big screen here at Madison Square Garden, the New York Puerto Rican fans are giving him support as he will fight for the Junior Middleweight World Championship in the WBO tonight. Of course, great support for Xander Zayas' 8th fight here at MSG, but Shushu Carrington, who you're seeing right here, he says this is Shoe York City, and he says the Puerto Rican fans always support him as well. He calls himself a Shoe-Rican because the Puerto Rican fans have adopted him for so many of the Puerto Rican Day parade cards that are here at Madison Square Garden. So it's really a double dip between the Brooklyn fighter and then Xander Zayas, who will be wildly supported coming up in our World Championship main event. As we're in round number 9, Mark Kriegel, still a shutout, I assume, on your scorecard.
You have it right, Joe. You know, maybe you're seeing why guys don't want to fight Shushu with or without a belt. You can talk about the lack of a knockout or knockdown. I don't really care about that. No matter what happens, he keeps throwing combinations, and that's the key to me.
We're here for the Shushu show, Mark. That's what we're here for. Shushu show. That's what we're here for, Mark. I hear what you're saying. However, give me a show. Give me something to wow.
Oh, good short right hand after he went down to the body by Shushu Carrington. Has a 147-82 connect advantage. He's landed 44% of his total punches. 36% have been to the body. He's landed 53 body connects as he goes to the body. There with 2 punches to get it going. You see the level changes as well as the speed changes of the punches from Carrington.
See, this is an opportunity for Shushu to make the referee get involved. You put so much punishment on this man, then the referee says, oh, I'm getting concerned. I'm getting concerned. You're taking too much punishment. The corner starts to worry about their opposition or they fighter as well. So look, I mean, there's a will, there's a way. Shushu has all the skills in the world. We want to be entertained tonight. Put on the show, Shu.
Veteran Harvey Dock is our 3rd man inside the ropes tonight.
That's it. And now Hader's scared to throw. And the body work is what's hurting him, Tess. The body work. Shu got to pay attention downstairs. That's what's hurting him. Anytime Shu goes downstairs, you see Hader, he defends his body.
Hey, Karoma, Shushu's trainer, picked up on that very early on. They have been committed to it.
He got to use the double left hook. So he's going to have to slip outside, use the double left hook, get him to raise that hand up, go high, and then go drop down low, and he'll be able to hit that liver. Nice.
Scheduled for 12 here, capacity crowd at the theater at MSG. They are here to support Brooklyn's own Shushu Carrington, and of course moments away from our WBO Junior Middleweight World Championship fight. To see it just 22 years old if Xander Zayas can become a world champion. Dominating forward from Shushu Carrington. You see 161 total punches landed, and blood from the nose of Hader becomes more pronounced. Need a little bit more work from Hader. Hader needs to let those hands go. I mean, look, his opportunity is going by the wayside. It's fading every single round. Less and less work. He's gonna need a knockout victory tonight. You know, we opened up the broadcast of this fight discussing the undefeated mentality. Yeah, you don't know a lot about a fighter who's fought mostly in Africa and makes his U.S. debut. But you do know when somebody's undefeated, the mentality. That mentality not showing up as much, to your point, as we go on and on and on, and the skill gap becomes wider and wider and wider.
Absolutely. This wasn't going to be no technical. It shouldn't have been a technical battle for Hader. I mean, again, put the pressure on. Let those hands go. That's what you do. Be who you are.
Unblemished for now, as you see the career records of these two.
See, look, it's just not me. You hear the fans. I'm gonna let you listen in.
Carrington covering up any moment. He's there after throwing. He knows that he's in complete control right now.
Combinations.
Right hand that was able to come in. Haida's traveled a long way and talked a big game, and they were face to face, and things were getting heated after the weigh-in. But right now,
he ain't doing nothing.
He is losing steam, and there's a hopelessness to it, as he will have 6 minutes to decide how he wants this to look. Shushu Carrington among the top featherweights in the world, but still looking for that world championship opportunity at 126 pounds. He's always been wildly well regarded. The 2023 ESPN Prospect of the Year. That was the year that he went 5-0 with 3 knockouts, all fights that we broadcast. Now here he is in complete control in round number 11 against fellow unbeaten Mateus Haida, who's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, to a point, it neutralized to a point to where he's just in there surviving.
Yep.
Playing defense. Look at, he's not throwing any type of punches. Nice attempt right there with two right hands. A little too far away. And listen, I'm not placing any limitations on these young fighters. You know, I'm sure some of you at home feel that I'm, you know, being a little bit more too critical. But look, I'm not. You can get it done. There's no expectations. I'm just saying, Shu, he has enough skills to figure this out, and that's just it. That's. Not placing no limitations on his game. I think he has it. He'll find it eventually. Might not be tonight, but moving forward, he gonna get better from this. And guys like this, now you're not gonna ring around that long. He gonna take them out.
Now it's interesting the way we frame Shushu Carrington, because a couple of years ago he's the Prospect of the Year. And this guy obviously had an outstanding amateur career, watched him work his way all the way up. But he's 28 years old.
Yeah. But see, I compare him to his peers. You know, what's out there, the other champions. Like, I'm comparing Shushu to those guys and what they would do to this type of opponent. A lot different. I understand that styles make fights. And Shushu, again, beautiful work. Talented, skillful, making them miss, making them pay. The sweet science. It's beautiful, beautiful work.
Well, we can size up the other top peers in the featherweight division after this short break, and I'll ask you what you think they would do to this kind of opponent. We'll take a short break and be right back to MSG. Shushu Carrington's trying to become a featherweight world champion. A win here, if you can get through these last 3 minutes unscathed, which seemingly he could coast in, would put him in position. You just mentioned moments ago that when you judge Shushu Carrington, you ask yourself, the other top guys in the featherweight division, what would they do against this level of opponent in Matheus Reyda? Well, you just saw the list there of Angelo Leo and Nick Ball and Cool Boy Steph and Rafael Espinoza, who's ringside. What would they do against Reyda, Timmy?
Rafael Espinoza will put Reyda in the front row, okay, over the top ropes. Ball will park him in his own corner. Yeah, I mean, park him in his own corner. Leo definitely will knock him out with a left hook for sure.
And Cool Boy Steph
will box his ears off until the referee step in and say, hey, it's over.
You think it would be 4 for 4 that they dismiss Reyda?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But Espinoza, you think just like
he's going to send him over the ropes. Up with one of those uppercuts.
Well, let's see how Shushu brings this thing in for a nice landing. The skill level of Carrington.
Durability. I mean, look, he's durable. He's tough. I said that.
But we expected that. That's the one thing we did expect, right?
Hard. Absolutely.
And also give credit to Carrington for what he told us would be a certain approach to his training camp for his first 12-rounder, because that hasn't been a question at all.
Hands are free, hands are free. Break, break! Don't push his face with your gloves.
Remember, Xander Zayas is now just moments away. San Juan born, lives in Sunrise, Florida. Could deliver on all his dreams in moments to become a world champion.
Yeah, right now, I mean, Shu hit him with his best shot. He didn't go anywhere. Body shots, you name it. I mean, he's been landing a lot of shots throughout the course of this fight, I should say. But he's coasting right now, you know, coasting to victory. Easy fight, easy win, easy pickup of the interim world championship. What highlights? I mean, it's a Shushu. That's all it was, a Shushu for the majority of the night. Honestly, just good jab, great precision by Shushu. Just too skilled, too elusive. Boxing IQ, footwork, right hand counters, slip counters, pull counters. I mean, he did it all. You know, Reyda, very determined. Came forward, did his absolute best. I mean, the skill level was night and day. Reyda had his puncher's chance. You know, as the fight continued, you can see Reyda slowly started to fade away little by little due to the fact that he stopped trying. And let's give credit to Shushu. He's the reason why Reyda stopped trying.
CompuBox numbers look this way as you see the total punches landed 207 to 122. 70 body punch connects. Mark Kriegel, did you give a single round to Reyda?
Absolutely not. Hey, fellas, I think you're a little bit too hard on Shushu. If the standard is knocking everyone out and putting them in the front row, he put on a clinic tonight. I still like to see how these other guys do against him, man.
Oh, we can bet on that. Anytime. We can definitely bet on that.
Calm right now is Xander Zayas. Focused, locked in. In moments, he will be in position for his ring walk to fight for the vacant WBO Junior Middleweight World Championship. He's up against Jorge Garcia. Our main event is just moments away. And Shushu Carrington is set to move his mark now to 16-0. Let's hear how the judges scored.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, Tom Carasoni and Mark Cosentino both scored about 119 to 109. Judge at ringside, Steve Weisfeld, soars at 120 to 108. All three in favor of the winner, still undefeated. And now the WBC Interim Featherweight World Champion, Bruce Shushu Carrington.
Brooklyn's very own here in New York. We head up to the ring to Bernardo. Take it away, my man.
Shushu.